My sixth top tip to avoid injuries when running is to be strong. Strength exercises specifically around the hip will help to keep everything in alignment. So from your hip joint to your knee joint to your ankle joint. And if everything is working in alignment, the muscles are going to be in balance. So they're going to be working to their optimum capacity and in their right positioning as well. As soon as anything goes out of alignment, you've got a muscle dysfunction, you're going to have a muscle imbalance, and therefore injury is going to occur because muscles, or certain muscles, are going to be shortened and other ones are going to be lengthened. When we run, we always run on one leg. We don't really hop along double-legged, we go on one leg. So as we go into heel strike here on this leading foot, and we go into mid-stance, that's when we are on one leg. So from this mid-stance to the toe-off stage, when this leg is coming forwards, all our weight is on this one leg. So what happens is our glute max here at the back, our glute medius here on the side, is fired up to stabilise our thigh bone here, which is our femur. So running alone, of course, is going to strengthen those muscles, but by doing strength exercises, that will just enhance that stability around the hip joint, which will avoid a dysfunctional pattern going all the way down to the foot. For example, what can happen, this is very common in women as opposed to men. So we go through heel strike, we're in mid-stance and we're beginning of the swing phase on that leg. So here we've got activation now, hopefully of glute max and glute medius. If we haven't, if those muscles aren't activating to their optimum capacity, what will happen is our thigh bone here, our femur, will come into what we call an adducted position. So you can see that my hip is now coming out, my knee's gone in. What's happened at my ankle joint is I've now gone into what we call a pronated, that position we discussed earlier, position. And you can see how my adductors through here are now going to be very, very tight. My glute medius here is going to be lengthened and therefore weak. I'm going to get residual IT band problems as well. I'm going to get lots of calf issues because my ankle joint isn't in alignment. And this is all because I haven't addressed the strengthening capabilities around my hip. So one of the most important strength exercises or area that you need to look at really is the glutes. By having a good glute activation and strength, you're going to keep that femur in alignment, which is not going to put too much stress on the inside of your knee joint, and it's going to keep your calf muscles and therefore your ankle joint in the perfect position, therefore avoiding any lower limb injuries at all. So now that you're starting to run, think about going to the gym or just performing very simple strength exercises for these hip muscles.